That's strike 3. And she's out as first base is occupied.
Well, I think we ain't been online. We are now.
We've been there a little bit. Little brother sent me a text.
Yeah.
In and out, maybe?
No, that was a mistake.
Well, hitting here, we're pitching with 2 outs. Runner at first. And Harris, the third baseman, takes strike 1. So far, Bradley's been around the plate to start the game. 0-1 to Harris. Change up, little curveball on the inside corner, swings through it. And Bradley way ahead here now, 0-2. So Lady Panthers hitting here to start the game. Top of the first, 2 outs, and the 0-2 to Harris. And she takes strike 3 looking. But Bradley strikes out 2. We get a ground out to start the game. So Lady Panthers are going to come up to hit here in the bottom of the first inning. No score. Lady Panther Softball, High 4 Sports Network.
All right, we're back for the top of the first inning. Lady Panthers are coming to the plate. Parsons scored nothing. They had 1 base runner. First inning, no score.
2-0 hitter drew a full count walk, and they strand her over there at first. As Carroll strikes out the next 2 Lady Panthers. That's going to get a little confusing. They're both Lady Panthers, huh?
Yeah.
We are live here at Lewis County High School for Lewis County Lady Panther softballs. We have the Lady Panthers from Parsons Riverside with us today. Alexander, who drew that walk in the top of the first, will be the Lady Panther from Riverside. She'll be their pitcher today. Wade will be your catcher. And I think, we had a rough couple of days there before we got to start spring break. Some lingering injuries and sickness. I think to the point that Tiller gave them basically the whole week off to get healed up and well. And so I know he's looking for a better week this week than what we finished with going in spring break. Your Lady Panthers will come to hit here in the bottom of the first. Leadoff man Taya Tiller. She'll leave the box running, and she'll let that ball go high. Lady Panthers have speed at the top, speed at the bottom. Some good pop in the middle. She takes ball 2 high. That's for any team, too. The game is a lot different if we get leadoff runners on. We put a lot of pressure on that way. Tiller's ahead here 2-0. She takes ball 3 away. So 3-0 count here to the Lady Panther leadoff man. Taya's playing second today. 30 to her. He gives it to her on the outside corner. from the press box, my angle must not be very good. 3-1 to Taya. She reaches, doesn't pull that one back, so takes the count full, 3-2. To Taya Tiller. She starts us off here in our half of the first inning. She swings through the 3-2 and strikes out swinging. Taya was one of those that had a lingering issue a little bit that kept her out of some games there toward the end of the week.
Yeah.
That brings up Tanner. Tanner's playing center today. And if anybody was, she grounded hard to short. Short's going to field and throw. So on the first pitch, C.J. Tanner grounds out to the shortstop. And that's 2 outs here for your Lady Panthers in our bottom half of the first inning. If anybody didn't want to go to spring break, it was probably Claire Tanner. She was smoking hot there, finishing up the week with a couple of home runs, and I think she plays with 6 on the year now. This brings up Michaela Dotson. Dotson's going to take the first pitch in for ball 1. She's playing short today for us. We got into the last few weeks. We had to move the defense around a little bit to account for some folks who were sick and out. So we got everybody back today, seems like. Back to a lineup that was rolling early in the year. Dotson gets the 1-0. She grounds to the hard of the shortstop, but she's going to overthrow the first baseman. That's going to be E6. So Lady Panthers get their first runner. Hard ground ball. And Holbert just overthrows her first baseman, Hayes. So with Dotson on first, brings up the Lady Panther catcher, Jalen Ball. Well, 2-out rally. Takes first one up and away. Ball 1. Did he call the first one a strike?
Yep.
Oh, we're down 0-2. I thought that ball was high.
I know.
Nope. He says 1-1 from behind the plate here. The first one, he did say high. So the 1-1 to Jalen. Taken for ball 2. So after a quick first couple outs, Dotson grounds to the shortstop who overthrows first base. That gives us our first runner. Jalen Ball's hitting here. 2-1 the count to her. She gets the ball off the barrel. And Holbert makes a play in the hole, having to jump, but she does make the play. So after 1 here at Lewis County High School, we're all still scoreless. And Braley will come back out and see if we can't get us a quick 3 outs as we go to the top of the second. Lady Panther softball here on the High Four Sports Network.
All right, we're back. Getting ready to start the second inning. Score 0-0.
Really had a good start to the game. Round the plate. Got a ground out from the leadoff man. Issued a walk to the 2-0 hitter, but strikes out 3 and 4. So Lady Panthers of Riverside leave one on. Strand one there in the top of the first. This will bring up Hayes, the first baseman, for her first at bat of the day. Carroll back on the mound for the Lady Panthers of Lewis County. First pitch is strike one on the inside corner. She lives there.
That's a good pitch.
It is. It's hard to hit there. We do have tendencies every once in a while to get a little too far in. We're going to hit a few, but for the most part, if she stays in there, it's hard to handle. She comes to the outside corner, but a little bit off the plate for ball one. The 1-1 from Carroll. Curveball, changeup, strike two. Ball's the catcher. Keltner at third, Dotson at short, Tiller's at second, Sophie Stutz is at first. Smith's in left, Tanner's in center, and Cabry Atkins is in right. 1-2. Fastball away. Evens the count at 2. As Riverside sends their first hitter of the second inning to the plate here. Early toes the rubber. 2-2 to the plate. Ball's in, but she fouls it off the hands hard toward the third base dugout. Past Coach Carroll and Coach Tiller. Two still the count. They're doing a really good job with the field. I don't know you and Coach Tiller, but
It's Coach Taylor.
man, it's pretty. Strike two's in the dirt. Ball's going to scoop and throw. Is that strikeout number 3 for Braylee Carroll? And she gets her swinging. Next hitter for Riverside is Culp. She's the center fielder today. She's hitting here with one out in the top of the second. Braylee to the plate. Change up in the dirt. Ball one. The field's in good shape. 1-0. Strike one. Brady does a good job working around the plate. Inside, outside. Changing speeds. The 1-1 to the plate. Taken for ball 2. And this is Riverside center fielder Culp. Her first at bat of the game. And so far, Bradley struck out half the batters. Fouled off the hands. Evens the count at 2. Riverside hitting here with one out in the top of the second inning, still scoreless. As everybody's just getting settled in. Especially our Lady Panthers coming off spring break. Braley loads again. 2-2 to the plate. It's a curve. It hangs, and she gets the barrel to it. Ball's going to get to the fence. Smith's going to play it off and relay in to Dotson at short. That's going to be a stand-up double for Culp. That'll bring Emma Renfro to the plate. The Riverside right fielder. Lefty in the box. She's hitting here with a runner at second. She takes a fastball in the outside corner, strike one. Always, that fake bunting steal always interests me here. I love the strategy. 0-1 is strike two. She swings through it, goes back to the outside corner. Culp is the Riverside runner at second. Renfro is your hitter. And she's way behind here in the count, 0-2. Lady Panthers playing with an out. She goes back to the same spot. Renfro watches this one, maybe just a little further out for ball one. Carroll in the 1-2 to the plate. Swings through. We're going to throw behind, and she's there. Got her.
That's out 3.
Tiller takes a hard slide back, probably gets a spike. Strike him out, throw him out. His ball throws behind to pick Renfro off a second.
That's just good defense right there.
That's really good defense.
Heads up. Well, we'll be coming up for the bottom of the second. Lady Panthers will be coming to the plate. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. All right, we're back.
Still scoreless. We start the bottom of the second inning.
We're going to have to put a visor up here.
That sun's, I'm not going to complain. It is a little bright, but it's nice.
Yeah, sun's bright. Nice. But we might have to put something so I can see a little bit.
I hear that. That'll bring Carroll to the plate as she leads off Our Lady Panthers in the bottom of the second. Top of the order, put the ball in play. So far, Riverside outside of the air by the short. Back to the pitcher. She fields clean. Throws her out. Brady grounds out to the pitcher. So far, we've been putting the ball in play, just right at folks. That'll make way for Sophie Stutz, senior first baseman. And she'll come up for her first plate appearance of the day. One out here in the bottom of the second. Alexander's still the pitcher.
That's a big cut.
Big Hack fouled off. For the most part, we are not shy about swinging the stick. Ball's tapped on the dirt. Stutz is going to have to hurry. Third baseman comes in and makes the throw. And this will bring up Adkins. Adkins is the right fielder. Kenley Keltner's on deck. Two outs. First pitch swinging. She fouls off. Strike one. So far, Riverside pitcher Alexander's been around the plate. We're not giving her a chance to show many pitches because if it's close, we're hacking. Atkins watches strike two, so she's down in the count 0-2. This may be one of those pitching defenses kind of games. Takes the 0-2 high for ball one. Atkins down in the count here, 1-2 with 2 outs. Alexander to the plate. She's going to hit it out to right. Get down, ball. Just a bit foul. Let me stay with it. Got that one off the end of the bat. Just a little bit late. She about pushed that ball down the line.
Yeah, I know it.
A lot of room in the middle there. Atkins still hitting here with 1-2. It's off the end of the bat. First baseman's going to field it. She'll step on first. And that'll end the bottom half of the second for the Lady Panthers. Still scoreless here at Lewis County High School. This is Lady Panther softball, and we're on the High Force Sports Network.
All right, we're back, getting ready to start the third inning. Lewis County playing Parsons Riverside at Lewis County. Score still 0-0.
Had a great defensive half for the second. Carroll strikes out 2. Gives up a double in the left. And then on the second strikeout of the inning, Jalen threw a BB behind the runner at second to get her catcher to sleep for out number 3. Rayleigh back out on the mound. First pitch is ball 1 to Tolly. She's the extra hitter. Evens the count at 1. As Riverside still making their first trip through the order. Pitches on the inside corner, swings through it for strike 2. Carroll comes to the plate. She watches strike 3.
It's a good pitch right
there. She goes
there.
down looking.
She's all over that outside corner.
Yeah, and Braley strikes out the 5th Riverside hitter as we've only made our way through 7. This is Frost, the second baseman. She takes ball 1. Thanks, we're through 8 hitters. Braley has struck out 5 through the first 8 Riverside hitters she's seen. The 1-0 to Frost. Right down the middle, foul back against the screen. Riverside second baseman. Fouls off strike 1, evens the count at 1. Interesting stance here. She starts with her hands way out in front of her body. This helps her load. She takes ball 2. .21's a count. Braley to the second baseman, Frost. She takes strike 2. So 2-2 the count. Riverside hitting here with 1 out in the top of the 3rd inning. A little spin on that one down and away in the dirt. That'll take the count full.
I should have wore ball caps. What I should have. That's the fix.
Visor or something. Full count here to Frost. She watches strike 3 right down the middle. Sixth strikeout on the day for Carroll. We're going to turn back over the lineup here as Holbert, the shortstop, is going to get her second appearance. She grounded out to Keltner at 3rd in her first at bat, and she's hitting here with the bases empty and 2 outs. She watches strike 1, living on that outside corner.
Yep.
So far, so good.
Yeah, and he's giving it. He was giving it to Parsons pitcher a while ago.
No reason to be too fat with it. So far, he's not making them be right in the middle of the plate. The 0-1 to the leadoff man. Back to her, hit off the thigh. Oof. That's not a bit fun.
No.
Not a bit fun. She singles hard back up the middle. Off Braley's right thigh. Dotson trying to get into the hole. And the ball ricocheted back off more toward 3rd than 2nd. Generally, that one takes a minute or 2, and then it really gets good.
Yeah.
On the thigh.
Looks like she's smiling.
Tightens up, and she did kind of get turned at least a little. She didn't take it flush in the front. None of those are ever fun.
No.
So that brings up Riverside's pitcher, Alexander. She walked in the top of the 1st. Little change up, little spin on the outside corner for strike 1. Carroll comes right back after taking that ball on the thigh with a strike. Riverside leadoff man's at 1st. 2 outs and 0-1. Is inside, gets on her hands. Tanner charges. She calls him off, and she makes the play. So Riverside gets another hit. They have the only 2 hits of the day, but they strand their second runner. And that ends the 3rd inning, still scoreless here at Lewis County High School. Rob Inman and John Owen bringing you Lady Panther softball here on the High Force Sports Network.
All right, we're back. Bottom of the third inning, still scoreless.
Due up for our Panthers. Keltner, Smith, and then back to the top with Tiller. Keltner, the senior third baseman. Her first at bat of the day, swings through a pitch a little bit away and down for strike one. Alexander still back on the mound for Riverside. Keltner, the 0-1, she fouls straight down. Falls behind here, 0-2. So far, outside of our first hitter of the game, everybody's putting the ball in play. Riverside's been making the plays other than the error on the shortstop. The 0-2 to Keltner's up. That's ball one. Lewis County still hunting their first hit. One, two, taken away for ball two. Keltner's trying to get us started here in the bottom of the third. 2-2 to Keltner. Is up. She takes ball three. So gets down in the count 0-2, but battles back here to fill it up. Come on, Kinley. Swings through the 3-2. Strikes out swinging. That'll bring up another senior, Olivia Smith, the Panther left fielder. Smith can run. Pretty solid with getting the ball on the dirt. Third baseman's 2 steps in at the bag. She squares, pulls back, and takes ball one. Shortstop definitely playing us to pull. She's deep in the hole at short. Third baseman charging. Takes ball in the dirt for ball two. I think if I were bunting here, I'd bunt down the first base line. She's pretty even and had a hard time getting off the bag a minute ago. It's going to be nubbed that way. Pitcher's going to come off and get it. Alexander seems to be a little bit athletic. Everything's off the end so far. Timing's not good.
Well, maybe the second time through.
We'll get a little better here.
Yeah.
So 2 outs. Lady Panther leadoff man, Taya Tiller's turning our order over. Struck out swinging in her first at bat after the count went 3-0. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. The 0-1 to Taya. She threw her bat at that one. That's that new technique, coach.
Yeah.
But Taya's down in the count now 0-2. She hits here with 2 outs. Battle here. Let's get the ball down. Third baseman hugging the line. Short covering in deep hole between short and third. Alexander to the plate.
He not call that ball, didn't he?
I don't rightly know.
I think
I don't know if he was getting ready to. I'm not sure.
I think he said ball, and then he hollered strike. But anyway, it's out number
Swinging?
3.
I wondered if because she turned her whole body. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, strike 3 to Taya Tiller. She goes down swinging, I guess, maybe looking. But that'll end 3. So 3-3, still scoreless. Here at Lewis County High School, Lady Panther softball on the High Force Sports Network.
All right, we're back. Starting the 4th.
Ooh, high and tight. Ball 1, up and in to the Riverside catcher, Wade. Struck out her first plate appearance. She went down swinging. 1-0 from Braley. The ball's hit into right center, and it's hit hard. Ball's going to hit the fence. Tanner's going to turn and throw it. Overthrow Dotson at second. That's going to be a stand-up double.
Oh, I got one of the cameras is about to go out.
Dead?
I don't understand that. Unless somebody unplugged it. I had a battery.
Harris squares to bunt. Fouls it off toward third. She also struck out swinging in the first inning. Wade is a Riverside runner at second after doubling to right center. 0-1 is up. She squares, but then pulls back to take ball 1.
Yeah, they unplugged the camera over.
Battery.
I can see the cords going.
One. It's bunted toward third, but foul. Keltner pushes it in the dirt in foul territory. Good play by her. That puts 2 strikes on the hitter. Riverside, the runner in scoring position, second of the day. This time with nobody out. Bradley the 1-2 to the plate. And for the second time today, Harris strikes out. That brings up Hayes, the Riverside first baseman. Now hitting here with 1 out is Wade, still at second after her leadoff double. Carroll to the plate. It's on the hands. Little indecision, and we can't field it. That ball was in no man's land. Infield single for Hayes. This is Culp. Riverside center fielder. She hits with runners on the corners with 1 out. The biggest threat of the day for Riverside, as they put a couple hits here together. She hits the ball hard to Keltner. Keltner watches the runner back. She's going to throw to Stutz. Stutz to the plate, and it's going to be late. If she doesn't get the ball clean out of her glove on the relay to the plate, and that'll plate the first run of the game for Riverside. First run of the game, period. That'll bring up Renfro, who struck out swinging her first time. Riverside takes a chance and trades an out for a run. In games like this, probably a good idea, as it looks like they're going to be hard to come by. Renfro fouls off the first pitch. 0-1 to her here with 2 outs. Hayes is a runner at second.
Wasn't a bad looking pitch. Well, I guess we're setting off a little bit.
Maybe just off, just a little bit. Renfro takes ball 1. The 1-1 to her. It's going to be in. It's going to hit her in the elbow.
We need to settle down right here and get it out.
Yeah. She trots down to first. So Riverside has runners at first and second here with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. They've scored 1 to take a 1-0 lead. On a bang-bang play at the plate. Ground ball hit hard to third. Keltner fielded clean. Looked the runner back. Made a strong throw to first. And then Stutz on the transition to get the ball out of the glove. Didn't get it out clean and was just late with the ball getting to the plate. The Riverside catcher scored the only run so far. This is Tolly. She struck out looking her first time. She's going to hit here with a chance to do some damage. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. Carroll to the plate. She takes ball 1 inside. The 1-0 to Tolly. She moves across the plate. It's out just a little bit. So 2 balls and no strikes. Carroll to the plate here with 2 outs.
Good pitch.
Back to the inside corner for strike 1. They struck out looking her last time. 2-1. Ball's out for 3-1. The 3-1 is down as she takes ball 4. So Tolly draws a walk. As Riverside is working their way through their second time through the order. It loads the bases. Hayes at third, Renfro is at second, and Tolly is at first. And this brings up the 9-hole hitter, Frost. She hits the ball hard, but right at Dotson. So a line drive to Dotson, and she'll squeeze it for out number 3. So Riverside does get a run here in the top of the 4th. And your Lady Panthers will come to hit. Trailing 1. We try to get it back, maybe a few extra. Watching Lady Panther softball here on the High Four Sports Network. We'll be back just a second. So your lady. Golly. I don't know what changed. Check. Here we go. Your Lady Panthers will come here in the bottom of the fourth. Wonder if it was that one. I bet. I'm going to turn it back on. Trailing by one. Due up here for the Lady Panthers is Tanner, Dotson, and Ball. We didn't see many pitches their first time through. Tanner grounded out her first trip. She swings through. First pitch in the dirt. Strike one. I think she grounded off her first pitch last time. So the 0-1 to Tanner. Here in the bottom of the fourth. She swings through strike two. Timing definitely off just a little. Lady Panthers trail 1-0. Here from Lewis County High School. The 0-2 to Tanner. She's going to hit it and smoked the third baseman. Ricochets off the third baseman, and the shortstop makes a diving play. But that ball was smoked. Holy smokes. That was a rocket to the hot corner. She might have got that in the best place to take it. I don't know.
I'm trying to get the camera off.
That was a rocket.
So everybody ain't sitting there watching her.
I know they say no crying in softball, but golly, that hurts.
Trainer is out there.
That was a rocket. Smoked. Good for her. That was a bullet. I want to get her some ice. Brady took that one off the thigh, but I don't believe it had the umph that one had.
Go get me some Blockus, son.
We hang one of them jerseys or something, Reagan.
It's rough right there in that corner.
Mm-hmm. So Tanner lines out to the third baseman, ricochets off her, and shortstop makes a great play. Dotson hits one, and it's gloved by the pitcher, and she's going to make a great play and throw out Dotson. That ball hit hard. Alexander gloves and throws her out.
Did they throw Tanner out?
No, she caught it. That ball hit her in the shoulder, and it ricocheted over, and the shortstop made a diving play to catch that ball in the air.
That.
So Tanner lines out. Dotson hits a a bullet back to the pitcher, but she does glove it, knocks it down, and makes the play. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th, brings up Ball. Ball lined out to the shortstop her last time, and she made a great play, kind of a leaping play into the hole. Ball takes ball 1. Ball 2 is in the dirt. So 20 to ball here. 2-0 the count. And she's hitting here with 2 outs in the 4th. Alexander to the plate. Ball couldn't hold up. Swings through, strike 1. Lined out her last time. Lady Panthers still looking for their first hit off Alexander. 1-2 to ball. It's a curveball. It curves back in across the plate. Kind of locked her up there. Evens the count at 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the home half of the 4th inning. As we're here at Lewis County High School watching the Lady Panthers of Lewis County take on Riverside's Lady Panthers. Alexander to the plate. Ball's going to hit it, but it's going to be foul as the third baseman falls into the splits and does glove it, but knocks it down in foul territory. So we'll do the 2-2 again. Two to ball. It's taken for ball 3. Full count here now to the sophomore catcher. Alexander yet to walk anybody today. A full count to Jalen. And she's going to pop it straight up. Alexander calls it, and she's going to glove it. That's out number 3 in the home half of the 4th. The Lady Panthers go up 3 up, 3 down. And through 4, our Lady Panthers trail Parsons 1-0. This is Lady Panther Softball on the High Forest Sports Network. We'll be back for the 5th right after this.
All right, we're back. Starting the 5th inning. Lewis County playing Parsons Riverside, who leads by a score 1-0. It's going to be a quick game, Rob.
It's going to be a quick one.
Or
good pitching and defense.
I probably just jinxed that, but it's gearing up to be a quick one anyway. Let's say that.
Yep. Riverside will send up the top of their order, 1, 2, 3. Holbert, Alexander, and Wade. As they start their 3rd trip through the order, as we start the 5th inning.
Boy, it sure is nice out here right now.
Man. Over 1 for 2 with a ground out and a single. She lined the ball back off of Brayley's thigh. She takes strike 1. Carroll to the plate. She takes strike 2. Well, Carroll comes out pumping strikes. Is way ahead in the count here, 0-2 to the Riverside leadoff man, Holbert. Carroll to the plate. 0-2's just a little outside. Good 0-2 pitch. Too far outside.
Yeah.
To get the shortstop to go chasing. 1-2. It's a curveball. Back up the middle. She sticks the bat out and just pokes it back up the middle, but it's enough. It's enough to get through the middle of our infield. And Holbert's aboard for Riverside's first base runner of the inning. This will bring the pitcher Alexander to the plate. Sometimes you hit it hard and you get out, and sometimes you don't hit it hard and you get saved. It's part of it. Hit it where they ain't. Carroll to the plate, squares to bunt, she fouls it off.
Show bunt. I thought she was going to wear that for a
I
second.
did too. That ball's in. I think she might have hit that one just out of self-preservation. Alexander with a walk and a fly out to center. 2 plate appearances and 0-1 officially on the day. Holbert's the runner at first after a leadoff single. Alexander squares but draws back, takes ball 1. Riverside's catcher Wade is on deck. And she doubled to start off the 4th. Carroll to the plate, the 1-1.
She attempted at that.
Did try to bunt that one and missed. So pitcher to pitcher here. Carroll's ahead in the count 1-2. Riverside hits here with nobody out. 1-2's away. Taken for ball 2. Those are a changeup. It's going to be fielded by Tiller. Tiller will throw out Alexander for out number 1, but she'll move the runner to second. This is Wade, the Riverside catcher. Doubled her last time. And she smoked the ball off the fence. Deep into right center. Carroll to the plate. Taken up for ball 1. Holbert's your runner at second after a leadoff single. 1-0's up for ball 2. Holbert led off the inning with a single. Alexander grounded out to second, but not hit hard enough for a force at second. The 2-0 to Wade is taken on the outside corner for strike 1. So 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. The 2-1 from Carroll. She comes to the plate. The ball's away. She takes away, but she hits it foul into the fence over by the first base dugout. 2-2 the count here for Wade. 1 for 2 on the day as she struck out swinging in the first inning. Be a fairly good time to do that again. Counts 2-2 to her here with 1 out. 2-2's away. Count all full now, 3-2. One out. I don't think he's going to be very aggressive probably from second. Carroll the 3-2. Catcher's going to hit it out, but not past Keltner at third. In foul territory. She'll ease back a couple steps and make the play. So Wade pops out to third. That brings up the third baseman, Harris, who took that ball in the last inning from Tanner off the shoulder. So far on the day, she's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Swinging in the first, looking in the fourth. Carroll to the plate, off her hands, back to her, fields clean. Carroll to Stutz, 1-3, as that's the third out of the fifth inning here for Parsons. So as your Lady Panthers come with their chance to hit here in the bottom of the fifth, as we go to the bottom of the fifth, we still trail 1-0. Lady Panther softball, High 4 Sports Network.
All right, we're back, getting ready to start the bottom of the fifth inning. Lewis County still trailing by 1.
Five, 6, 7 due up for the Panthers here. Carroll, Stutz, and Adkins. As we're just working our way through our second trip. Carroll nubs it back to the pitcher. Alexander fields and throws. She did that twice. That brings up Sophie Stutz, who grounded out to the third baseman. Right off the hands last time. First pitch to Stutz. She swings through it. Strike 1. Swings through strike 2. Head and shoulders out here. Get tucked back in. Couple change-ups to Stutz. She swings over the top. 0-2's the count to her, hitting here with 1 out. In the bottom of the fifth, she gets another change-up, swings over the top for strike 3. So a real quick 2 up, 2 down here for the Lady Panthers in the home half of the fifth. Cabrio for 1 on the day. She hit the ball off the end of the bat toward first, and the first baseman made the play. She's going to pull it to third. Third baseman's going to field it. Strong throw to first. So 1 pitch and the third out. Cabry grounds out to the third baseman. So 3 up, 3 down here for the Lady Panthers. As we'll through 5, we still trail 1-0. We'll be back with the 6th inning. Lady Panther softball. You're watching the High Four Sports Network.
All right, we're back, starting the 6th inning. Lewis County still trailing 1-0. Parsons Riverside.
Start the 6th inning. Still trail 1-0. Braley comes back out. Done a good job on the mound today. As Parsons Riverside finally puts a couple of hits together and scores 1 run. This is Hayes, the first baseman. She takes ball 2. She hit the one into no man's land in between the pitcher, the second baseman, and the first baseman for an infield single her last time. Struck out swinging in the first. Bradley comes back, gets her to swing through a strike. Two-one the count to hers. Bradley comes to the plate. She takes ball 3 up and in. .31 here to Riverside's 5-hole hitter. 3-1. Fouled down toward third. That makes the count full here for Hayes, as Riverside is hitting here in the top of the 6th inning. They lead 1-0. As our Lady Panthers have yet to get anybody across the plate. 3-2 to her. She's going to put the barrel on it, push it out to left. Ball's going to two-hop the fence. Smith's going to get it back in to Dotson. Dotson to Tiller. And a step slow is Hayes with her second hit of the day, and she leads off with a double to left. .32 and got a curve, a little bit of an off speed, but stayed up in the zone. She was able to get the barrel to it and push it down the third baseline into left. Coach is going to make a change. Let's see what he does here. Cope is the hitter at the plate as of now. Hayes is the runner at second, and she's going to have a pinch runner. And that's 0. So the Riverside skipper here exchanging a little speed. So Hayes, after a leadoff double, the pinch runner is 0, and Culp, the center fielder, is at the plate. First pitch fouled straight back for strike 1. She doubled in her first plate appearance. And then a hard ground ball to the third baseman that created the RBI on the fielder's choice for the only run of the game. The 0-1 to her, just a little bit outside. One to count here to Culp. She hits with a runner at second. She takes strike 2. That's a good rebound pitch there. Carroll comes back. The 1-2 to Culp.
That's a pretty good looking pitch right there.
It's a great 2-strike pitch for sure. Evens the count at 2. The 2-2. The Culp swings through the changeup. Strike 3. 7th strikeout of the day for Carroll. A big one there. For the first out of the inning here in the 6th. That brings up Renfro. Strikeout swinging and got hit by a pitch. She's standing right on top of the inside line. She slaps up into left. Smith charges. She comes in to field it. But the ball, she does not finish the catch, he says. It looked like she was trying to transfer. He says no. That'll have to be E7. But that'll put a Riverside runner at first and second. And it'll bring up Tolly. Tolly with a strikeout looking and a walk on the day. So 0 for 1. She squares, fouls it back into the fence. Riverside still leads 1-0. We're playing here in the top of the 6th inning at Lewis County High School. As our Lady Panthers coming back off spring break. Maybe just a little bit of field rust here. Oh, 1. She's ahead. Hits it off the end of the bat. Oh, 2's the count here to Tolly. The Riverside 8 spot. Carroll to the plate. 0-2's high and away. For ball 1. Hayes led off the inning with a double. Riverside has a pinch runner at second. And then Renfro slapped to left. And the ball got down.
Good
Carroll
pitch.
comes back to the plate. That should be strike 3. Her 8th strikeout of the day. She gets Tolly looking. And that'll bring up Frost.
We needed that strikeout.
That was a big one.
Where are they at in the lineup?
It's number 9.
Number 9.
Frost with a strikeout and a line out to the shortstop that ended the thread in the 4th. She hits again here with runners at first and second with 2 outs. First pitch, she fouls hard into the third base dugout. Braley pitching with 2 outs. 0-1's the count here to Frost. Carroll to the plate. Ball's in. She hits it to left. Smith tracks it. And Smith will make the play over her shoulder. And that's out number 3 here in the visitors' half of the 6th inning. So Lady Panthers trail 1-0 through 5 1/2. We need a little mojo, Coach.
We need
We got to have something happen.
we got to get the sticks going.
It's John Owen, Rob Inman, and we're bringing you Lady Panther softball here from Lewis County High School, right here on the High Four Sports Network.
All right, we're back. Getting ready to start the bottom of the 6th. Score remains Parsons 1, Lewis County nothing. We got 2 more at bats and 1 more defensive inning. We got to get the bats rolling. Corral?
That's Crow. Tiller's going to go to the bench. He's looking for a spark. This is freshman Brooklyn Crow. She's hitting for Keltner here. First pitch to Brooklyn. She watches it in the dirt. Takes first pitch in the dirt. Alexander back out on the mound. The 1-0's right down the middle. Evens the count at 1 to Brooklyn. Alexander's going to be around the plate. She's yet to walk a Lady Panther today. 1-1 to Brooklyn. She's going to hit it. Ball's going to get foul. Take the count to 1-2. A little bit off speed. Brooklyn out ahead a little bit. She does get the barrel to it. But she is behind in the count here, 1-2. Alexander to the plate. Ball's up. A few grunts and groans from the visitor side.
Yeah.
But it evens the count at 2 here in the home half of the 6th. 2-2 to Brooklyn. She gets that ball in the inside corner. Alexander pulls it back across the plate. And Brooklyn will strike out looking. That brings up Smith with Tiller, the leadoff man, on deck. Other than the error from the shortstop in the first inning, Lady Panthers haven't had anybody else on base. Smith takes ball one, squares, leaves it out there. Ball looked like seemed to be in the dirt. But just one. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to the Lady Panther senior left fielder. She takes ball 2 away. She's ahead in the count here, 2-1. Two one to live. Off the end of the bat, and she can run. Nope. He's going to give her an infield single. If she nubbed that ball to the first baseman, that'll turn our order over. Taya's going to hit from the right side, her power side. So finally with a base runner, the first one since the first inning. Tiller gives his call. Smith hustles out an infield single. First pitch to Tiller is in. She's swinging, fouls the ball down off her foot. Two plate appearances today. She struck out swinging both times. Smith's the runner at first. The 0-1 to Tiller's up and away for ball one. Throw behind her. Smith's back. Been a pretty good pitcher's battle today, Coach.
Yeah.
Defense has been good. 1-1 to Tiller. Ball two. We've hit the ball hard on occasion, but they've made every play other than that error in the first inning. They made up for it tenfold. Everything from line drives off shoulders to diving plays on the infield. 2-1 to Taya. Ball down, 3-1. So Taya's 3-1 to Tiller. It's taken for ball four.
All right, we just got where we want to be.
Now we've got a little bit of a threat. Smith at second on an infield single. Push there on a walk to Taya. That's going to bring up Tanner with one out. Tanner has not seen many pitches today. She's been swinging pretty early in the count. She grounded out right out in front of the plate in her first trip. But her last time lined the ball off the third baseman's shoulder. And the shortstop off the carom, off her shoulder there, made a diving Superman play to field the ball before it got to the dirt. He makes a pitching change. This is going to be Frost, who was at second. Alexander's going to go to first. Frost is going to come from second to the mound. And Harris, who was at third, is going to go to second. And the first baseman, Hayes, is going to go to third. So we got a little bit of a threat together. So with one out, we have runners at first and second. Smith's at second. Tiller's at first. So we got speed on the bases. A ball hit in the gap scores one for sure. And not played clean scores two. We trail 1-0 as we're hitting here in the bottom of the 6th. Hayes moved from first to third. That ball's in the gap. The center fielder makes a great running play as she was played deep, but she makes a great running play over into left center, and that's Culp. That was a lot of grass to cover, and she covered it right nice like. That's out number 2. That brings up Dotson. Lady Panthers still. There's a Lady Panther at second and at first. Dotson takes the first one, swings through it, fouls it straight back.
Well, that camera got knocked one off.
I took one out, huh? Yep, it went down plumb to the ground.
Did it?
Yep. 0-1 to Dotson's in. Runners are moving. Draws the throw, but way late. So the Lady Panthers move up a base. Now we're at second and third. Dotson's hitting here with 2 outs. Need a little bit of a 2-out rally. Lady Panthers trail 1-0 to Riverside. Ball's up, but foul, and it hits the dugout. So still got a little life. Dotson hit a ball in the hole, and the shortstop overthrew first in the first inning, and then grounded out with a hard ground ball back to the pitcher. And Alexander made a great play. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-2 to Dotson. And hide away. She swings through it. So Dotson swings through strike 3. That'll be the 3rd out and kill the threat. So as we go into the last inning, it's 1-0 Riverside. We got 3 more outs to do a little damage maybe. But through 6, your Lady Panthers trail 1-0 to Riverside. And we are right here live on the High Force Sports Network.
All right, we're back. Getting ready to start the 7th. Lewis County still trails 1-0. We got the behind the plate camera back.
Out to the plate. We're back to the top of the order for Riverside. Tolbert back to the plate. Ball's hit out into the gap. That's deep. And that ball's out of here. Tolbert gets a fastball up, goes opposite field into right center. And the field here can't hold it. A big insurance run as Tolbert goes deep to take the score to 2-0. That's a pretty good lick.
Yeah.
Opposite field into right center field gap. That brings up Alexander. 0 for 2 on the day. Drew a walk in the first inning. She's got a fly out to center, and she's grounded out to Taya at second. Good off-speed curveball in the dirt. 0-2 to Alexander. Carroll to the plate. Ball got some good spin going away. Just a little bit too far out. Carroll with 8 strikeouts on the day. 1-2 to Alexander. Ball in. Pulled hard down the third base side. Foul. One, two from Carroll. Going to be out to Dotson. Dotson's going to make a field. She's going to throw. 6-3 is the play as Alexander grounds out to the shortstop. Coach Tiller has made a defensive substitution. Lyric Inman takes over for Stutz at first. Defense still seems to be the same all the way around. Carroll back out on the mound here in the 7th. Ball 1 to Wade. Ball's your catcher. Keltner at third. Dotson at short. Tiller at second. Inman at first. Smith in left. Tanner in center. Atkins in right. The 1-0 to Wade. Swung through for strike 1. One out here in the top of the 7th. Your Lady Panthers trail by 2. Carroll to the plate. Too far in. Gets her on the right around the wrist. She's the catcher. I wonder if he's going to let her run. I guess he is. This is Harris. 2 strikeouts and a ground out back to the pitcher. Started the game at third, but was moved to second on the pitching change. Wade's a runner at first. First pitch to Harris, taken for strike 1. One out here in the top of the 7th. The 0-1 to Harris. It's an off-speed wrinkle there on the outside half. She swings over the top. Way behind here, 0-2. Ball in, fouled off over the first base dugout. Wouldn't be bad for her to get that third strikeout of the day. 0-2 from Carroll. Ball away. Evens the count at 2.
good 0-2 pitch.
Very good 0-2 pitch. 1-2 to Harris. It's a curveball. She gets on top. She's going to roll him. Fielder's choice. Third to second. 5-4. Taya trying to change. Still couldn't make the clean exchange. But does cradle that ball to the ground. So fielder's choice. Runner's out at second. That's 2 outs. Harris will be the runner at first. That should bring up Hayes. Hayes started the game at first, moved to third on the pitching change. First pitch to hers outside. Hayes 2 for 3 on the day. Struck out swinging in the first. She's got a single to second and a double into left. 1-0. Swinging through it. Fouls it off to the right side. Carroll to the plate. 1-1. It's hit right out in front of the plate. Keltner's going to have to hurry. Strong throw. Inman can't hold it. Stretched early.
Two outs. Runners on the corners.
This will bring up Culp, who made the great play out in center. On the ball hit by Tanner with runners on. Parsons has runners at first and third. 2 outs. Culp takes ball 1. Carroll to the plate. Ball fouled toward first. Evens the count at 1. Here in the top of the 7th, Riverside leads 2-0. 1-1's the count here on Culp with 2 outs. 1-1 fouled straight back.
Camera survive.
Yep. Looked like that ball's coming right at us. Takes the count to 1-2. Runners at the corners. 2 outs. And the 1-2 to Culp. Is a curved ball as it slides away from her. Kaylee gets her swinging. Well, the Lady Panthers, they need 3, but they got to have 2. They got 3 outs to get them. We come back for the bottom of the 7th. Your Lady Panthers trail Riverside 2-0. John Owen and Rob Inman, we're bringing you Lady Panther softball on the High 4 Sports Network. Coach, we got 3 outs. We got to make the best of them. We got to have 2 here. Alexander for Riverside went 5 1/3 of 1 hit scoreless ball. She kicks over to her pitching mate Frost, who comes in and gets the last 2 outs of the 6th inning with runners at first and second. Ball takes the 0-1 for ball 1. So due up for the Lady Panthers here in the bottom of the 7th. Ball Carroll and the spot that Stutz was in. The 1-1 to Jalen. She's swinging. Fouled off the right side. Jalen's lined out to the shortstop and popped out to the pitcher. 1-2 to her. It's off her hands, but it's toward the shortstop. She's going to field it, and she's going to make a strong throw. That's Hobart, who homered to give the insurance run in the top of the 7th. Braley will come up 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs back to the pitcher. She takes ball 1 high. The 1-0. Brady's going to hit out to center. Cope calls her off and makes a play over into right center. Inman will stay in the game, and she'll hit here in the 6th spot. With 1 hit ball and 2 outs here in the 7th. We got to have a little magic. And we're going to have to do it on the bottom.
It's now or never.
We got to have a little magic, and we got to do it at the bottom of the order. Lyric takes ball 1. Hitting here with 2 outs. The 1-0. Swinging. About into the first base dugout.
I got my camera. What's the odds?
Well, I'm telling you. I'd have probably hit 500 balls and couldn't do it again.
Put 3 cameras out here, and every ball hit goes right
Right
at
at
them.
them, yep. Counts 1-1. Riverside pitcher's Frost. She comes to the plate on the inside corner. Lyric watches that one for strike 2. Gonna have to be quick on the corner. Lyric behind here, 1-2. Swinging, ball out to right. Mayburner off her glove.
Over top.
Ball's going to get to the fence. Lyric's going to take second. Tiller's going to hold her there.
Good hit right there.
Maybe a little 2-out magic. Here comes Atkins, sophomore right fielder. These two put a couple of balls in play against Summertown and gave us a chance there at the end of it. Keltner's back out in the on-deck circle. Atkins swings through the first pitch for strike 1. Couple of ground outs on the day. One to the first baseman, one to the third baseman. 0-1 taken down for ball 1. Atkins counts even 1-1. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. She turns on one, fouls it hard toward the third base dugout on the home side. Got a barrel to that ball. The Riverside pitchers have been around the plate. They have not issued a walk today. That's not true. They've issued 1 walk to Taya. Frost is ahead here in the count 1-2 to Atkins. She did not like whatever they called that time. She says no. Goes back to the bench for the next with 1-2 to Atkins. His fastball up and away. Atkins swings through it. And that'll end the game as the Lady Panthers are shut out at home 2-0 to Riverside.
Yeah, and that was first district game, wasn't it?
I think so. Not that we didn't put the ball in play, but they made great defensive plays, and they were around the plate all day. We draw 1 walk, and we only have the 1 hit. But a home run from Hobart and a little bit of small ball after a leadoff double from Wade, the catcher. And Riverside scores 2, and on a great outing by Alexander, who goes 5 1/3. And Frost comes in for the remaining 5 outs. She goes 1 2/3, a scoreless ball. And Riverside's going to take the win in the first district game, 2-0 here at Lewis County. I think we play again Thursday, don't we, Coach?
Thursday, Hickman County, right?
I believe it is. Another
That'd be the
district game.
Second district game. If I remember correct, it starts at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock game time. For John Owen, I'm Rob Inman. We're bringing you Lady Panther softball all year right here on the High Four Sports Network. We hope you have a great evening.